Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, we are going to learn how to create array creations with different ways in NumPy. First, we will know how to create array from Python lists using array functions. Now let's start.
First, we will import NumPy and we have used np as short variable name. It is not always necessary to store NumPy as np variable name. We can assign any variable name instead of np, but for the sake of simplicity and as a good practice, I will use np for NumPy throughout my code. Create an array from a Python list. Let's create a list and store in X variable. Now we convert this list into a NumPy array using array function print of array. This is first NumPy array. It looks similar to the list, but notice there is no comma in the list. However, you want to check this type, is it array or list? Just type enter array variable. Now it's confirmed it's an array.
Now let's move on next array creation function, zeros function.
Actually, this function is used for initializing the data or when you want to empty structure before filling values. All right, now look at this line of code. We will break it down step by step. First, np.zero means create an array filled with 0. So every value inside this array will be 0. Next, look at 2, comma 4. It's a tuple. This tell NumPy the shape of the array. 2 means number of rows and 4 means number of columns. That means a total 8 elements in the array. Now let's talk about the data type is equal to int. But by default, NumPy will create zeros as a floating point number. Now let's check run first. Like this 0.0 point. It's a floating point number. If you if you don't want decimal number, then we put int in data type implicitly and get integer zeros. The output will look like this. Now we will see how to update and modify values inside this array. Update the single value. Let's check 0 row and 1 column. Now I want to change the value replace in 1 column. Now look this 0 row and first column and the value is replaced with 5. Okay. Now let's check the if you want to update the entire row. Now let's this. First row replace with these numbers 10, 20, 30 and 40.
Alright, now let's move on to another very useful function in NumPy. This time we will learn about np.ones.
What is np.ones? np.ones is used to create an array filled with ones. That means every value inside the array will be one and the size and shape are decided by us. Just like np.zeros. But instead of zero, we get ones. Let's start with a simple previous example. So NumPy creates 2 rows, 4 columns, and all values are 1. By default, NumPy creates these values as floating point numbers. So you may see output like 1.0. If you want to integer value, you can type data type is equal to integer. Now all values are plain integers. If you want to update in np.ones array, we can modify it just like in any other NumPy array. For example, let's change the one value 0th row and 0th column replace with 9. and then print. Now look, only the position changes. Now if you want to updating a row, let's update a full row. The second row is updated with 6, 7, 8, 9. Now if you want to update a column, let's update a column. Column means entire row, and second column replace with 0. This change the third column. Now look, 0, 1 and second means third column. So basically np.ones is commonly used when you want to initialize value with 1, or you need a base array for calculation, and if you want to clean starting point of for updates.
Both numpy.zero and numpy.ones are fundamental functions in the NumPy library used to initialize array with a specific shape and type. While their syntax is nearly identical, their practical applications differ based on the mathematical properties of 0 and 1. Alright, now let's learn another very useful NumPy function. This function is called numpy.full.
So far we have already seen zeros and ones function. Those functions creates array filled with only zeros or only ones. But what if you want an array filled with any value, whatever you want? That's where we will use full function in NumPy. Let's look at a basic example. Here what's happening? First 2 comma 4 means 2 rows and 4 column, and 8 is the value that will be filled in every position. So the entire array is filled with the number 8. Now let me say this in very simple word. np.full means create an array of this size and fill it completely with this value. That's it. We can also create a 1D array using np.full. Let's create. This creates an array with 6 elements and all values are equal to 8. Good thing is once the array is created, we can change the value anytime. For example, only the first value changes, everything else remains the same. So when do we actually using full function? We use it when we want to initialize an array with a fixed value, or we want more control than zeros or ones, and we are preparing the data for calculation. We can also use float values in field value parameter. We can also use string value also, like this. We can modify the values after creation, like this. Today we learn how to create array using zeros, ones, and full function. These functions help us initialize array easily before doing any calculation. In the next video, we will explore arrange and link space and learn how to create number sequence in NumPy. If you find this video helpful, please like the video, subscribe to the channel.
Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.